Thanks for watching Rank Amateur Garage. Last time you saw this, we were dealing with this. And this is still the passenger side valve cover. That one bolt that I couldn't quite get to go in, it's because when I removed that stud, it was JB welded in. Meaning that they broke something off in there. I actually took this pick, jammed it in the hole to see how far it would go, and then I jammed it in the front hole that I knew the bolt would go into, and there was clearly something in it. So, I didn't know what to do, thought about it. I got a helicoil kit. So a helicoil kit is basically you drill a hole, you tap it, and you thread in one of these springs that replaces, you can see the spring. The spring replaces the threads. It comes with a driver and a tap, and then several of the helicoils. So what I did is I actually measured the depth of the hole, 3/4 of an inch, and I put a tape mark on my drill. Now, the kit tells you for 1/4 20, you need a 17/64 drill bit. So, I'm going to drill that out, thread that in, clean the valve cover back off because I used the, what was that stuff called? The Indian head shellac or whatever it is, on both sides of the gasket. So I gotta clean that off, gotta clean the valve cover, gotta clean the valve cover, or gotta clean the actual cylinder head, reapply it. So, I'm not gonna redo the whole thing. The first video obviously is gonna cover the valve cover gasket. This one is really just to cover how to insert a helicoil. So if you've never done it, like me, follow Rank Amateur Garage and maybe we won't. God, I hope I don't my cylinder head any. Hope I don't mess up my cylinder head. All right, let's get started. Trust me. All right. So the very last thing I'm going to do after I do this is I'm going to take a magnet and just in case. Make sure we're going it forward. Man, it's super close to the edge. So you can see at the top of the hole, it kind of blew the side out, but down below, it's totally fine. I've got a 9/32 wrench, and I've got the tap, and I'm gonna climb up. Now I've got it zoomed in pretty good. Try not to move it. The image might not be quite as good, but I wanted to get it zoomed in. I figure it's gonna be a little bit tough to get it started because of blowout. Yep. It's not wanting the thread in very straight. And that was the problem with the last hole. That looks straighter. It's not. I don't want to bite. It was biting. But you could see that it was just like pushing it to the side. It doesn't look like it blew the hole out anymore. It was kind of already done. When I started drilling it, it kind of collapsed. And it looked like that was actually part of the JB Weld job. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to get it in there and really get it started. So I'm going to pause this for station identification. This has been Rank Amateur Garage, making rank amateur mistakes. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something you shouldn't do. Partially because I just can't get it to thread in. Partially because the plans in the not too distant future are to put new cylinder heads on this. But it just keeps slipping out. Remember when I told you I actually saw somebody do this? I've never seen anybody do it in person. But I'm not recommending this at home, but sometimes you're between a rock and a hard place. So I got a tap. Next step is threading in the helicoil. I'm glad you're all along for this adventure and masochism and debauchery. Here. So, I'm actually going to use a little bit longer valve cover bolt. Looks like we're even below where the side blew out of the cylinder head. All right. Hopefully that's fixed. If you like what you see, or just debauchery or whatnot, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. You can even leave a comment. Also check us out on Instagram, and hopefully you enjoy, and just want to say thank you. In fact, you know, not that I don't make any money off of this, it's just a passion. So have a good one, and see you next time.